daylight savings time. It has just cleared the House to make it so we don't have to switch our clocks back and forth anymore, Blake. And you would like to have a word.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this. They pass this every year. We'll see if it gets past the Senate. I believe they might not have the votes. I hope they don't have the votes because their bill is to have us stop changing our clocks, but it's to take us to permanent daylight savings time. They're going to have the clocks forward all the time. And as we've discussed on Thought Crime several times, as we've occasionally discussed here, as we had to debate with Charlie, the problem with that is this is in revolt against, first of all, the will of God, because standard time is the one that's aligned to noon is approximately when the sun is actually overhead, but it's also the one that's aligned to our actual body chemistry, your biorhythm, any of that woo-woo as I would call it. But your body is supposed to slow down. Your body is supposed to see that night is falling and you should prepare for rest. And instead we revolt against this. We keep the sun high in the sky all the way until 9, 10 p.m. at night in many places, or even later. And then we go to bed way too late. We still get up too early. Our bodies feel like crap. We have health ailments and we die earlier than we should. And Congress they keep trying to lead us down this sinister path. And I just think the other 48 states should join Arizona and Hawaii in embracing permanent standard time. I will also note we got this entire daylight savings time shenanigans due to FDR's authoritarian statist borderline socialist government back in the New Deal. I'm not making this up. You can go look it up. FDR thought that if they kept the sun up later, people would go shopping more and this would stimulate the economy. That was his reasoning. Sometimes people will say this is for farmers. I would note that cows do not know whether it is daylight savings time or not. So if you're raising cows or animals, they're going to do the same thing regardless of what the clock says. So I reject this. I want Congress to re-roll it. I want permanent standard time. Or if they're going to pivot us anyway, they could do something crazy. Maybe just have us do a half-hour shift and have us be completely at odds with the entire rest of the planet. But I reject this daylight savings time push. It annoys me. We should have on Sagar and Jetty again to campaign against this.
Right, I was going to say. So
Meet Fatty 15, a healthy aging C15-0 supplement that strengthens cells against age-related breakdown. Developed with Navy funding and made in the USA, Fatty 15 has 36-plus cellular benefits that support metabolic, cognitive, liver, red blood cell, and immune health. 70% of 6,243 customers report seeing or feeling benefits within 16 weeks, including deeper sleep, calmer mood, improved energy, and better overall health. You can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/Kirk and using code KIRK at checkout.
Charlie did weigh in on this. He says, I personally am going to push for an end to daylight savings time. This is the dumbest thing ever. Trump will bring more light to the world. Well,
no, I will say, I think Charlie's confused there.
I think he was confused, yes.
Yeah, because that's in November, so that's when we're going back to standard time, and he's saying he wants more light. Charlie sadly did want more evening light. He was led astray on that issue, I believe.
Well, he also tweeted, daylight savings is a stupid idea and should be abolished immediately. So, but I will say, I think you're right. I think he was actually a little confused because I remember after that tweet went viral, we were like, wait, did we get that backwards? Which is one of the problems with the whole system anyways, because everybody's always confused what is what. I will tell you, personally, having now lived in Arizona since end of last year, I actually really love the standard time. I have to admit it. I am a convert. I was wrong. I was one of the people that wanted more light at the end of the day into the evening. I didn't like how dark it got so early. But I really don't like switching. So this is the big issue here. When you switch, it screws everything up. And I know everybody's like, it's not that hard. You just push a button. No, you got to like readjust your circadian clock. You've got to readjust kids' bedtimes, what time they go to bed. It screws up their head. Apparently, there's a lot more heart attacks. There's a lot more car accidents when you do the fall back and it gets dark, earlier. So, anyways, the point is, I think I actually said that backwards. When it gets dark earlier, See, this is the problem with daylight savings time right here. Anyways, the point is it causes a lot of issues. More car accidents, more heart attacks, problems at home. Do not switch. So I agree that standard time would be preferable. I'm actually very much in agreement with Blake now on this, although I will tell you, when you were pontificating about this, our team chat was saying, Danny says Blake is wrong, and Caboose said he's wrong about this for sure. Danny says more light.
All I'm going to say is they live in Arizona. Even Charlie, he might have said he preferred daylight. He might have preferred longer evenings. Oh, do we have that? Let's go. Let's play clip 18.
Oh, all right.
You just don't like changing the clocks.
No. What I don't like is how early it gets dark in the winter. So whatever makes
winter.
it
Called winter.
whatever is
That's
no,
called
hold on a
God's
second.
time, Charlie.
Lighter, longer is the solution. Lighter, longer is the solution.
So that's basically him endorsing daylight savings time.
He was led astray. He was led astray. He should appreciate. I think some people, I mean, Charlie was a very driven guy. I think a few people get too gung-ho. They like the idea that they're getting up before the sun rises every day. It's still super dark, and I think this makes them feel really tough guy. I think this appeals to some go-getter types, but no, we should align our bodies with God's time. We should arise with the sun. We should slumber with the sun.
We have a tweet from Alex Clark who agrees with you, Blake. Everyone agrees the twice-a-year clock change is ridiculous, but if we're making one time permanent, why choose the one that most sleep and circadian experts don't recommend? Permanent standard time aligns better with our biology because morning sunlight is what sets our internal clocks. Permanent daylight savings time means darker winter mornings, later body clocks, and more circadian disruption. This would be another disaster for American health. It's probably too late to stop this, but switch this to permanent standard time instead.
Amen.
She agrees with you, Blake, and I agree with her. You made a convert out of me. Arizona made a convert out of me.